You should. And we're
Yeah.
live. Hello, everyone. We've had a few technical difficulties, so sorry we're like a couple of minutes late, but we should be good to go now. My name is Mel Barker, and I just want to welcome you all to this webinar and say thank you so much for joining us. We're going to fly through it today. You'll get lots of information. You'll hear lots of testimonials from the panel below. We've all joined this company with just a massive momentum behind us, and we're excited to share with you and share with you some of our testimonials and where we've come from. So, as I said, my name is Mel, and I am a stay-at-home mum now. About 12 months ago, I started to look for an opportunity that I could earn some finances from home. I was working full-time in what I thought would be my dream job, but I soon discovered that being away from my kids was just too hard on me, so I really wanted to find something that I could work from home and that would give me the same potential for income and exceed my career that I was currently in. So I started looking around and joined a few online opportunities, and I was able to quit my job in September, but the opportunities that I joined, they just weren't duplicatable. I couldn't get my team to duplicate what I was doing. So I decided to go back to the drawing board and look for another company that I could join. And when this company was presented to me, it just ticked all the right boxes. The compensation plan for me was a winner. The products were a winner. And so from there, I've just developed a team, and we're going full steam ahead. And it's really exciting to be able to do this from home. Just this week, I was in hospital with my little boy. He had to unexpectedly go there, and I thought, what a huge blessing, what a huge opportunity that I had to be able just to be at the hospital with him with no interruption to my current life or my job. I didn't have to apply for leave. I didn't have to go without pay. I didn't have to worry about the job that I had to go back to and hurry up to get back to work. It was a great reminder to me as to why I'm in this industry and why I choose to work from home, because of the time freedom that it offers me. And it was just another reminder that we have got a great industry here, and you are going to learn so much more about it as we go on. So I'm not going to take any more time to share my story, but I'm going to pass it off to Anna now, and she's going to share a bit about her journey to find Jeunesse and to and what she's been able to achieve here so far. Take it away, Anna.
Thank you, Mel. Hi, can you all hear me? Is it all good? Can you hear me? All good? Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Melissa, and welcome everybody to the call. Now, I'll give you a quick brief story about, or my story. I have always been entrepreneurial. My husband and I always had businesses, and we've always been self-employed. And I went into the network marketing industry in 2006 with soy candles. I found soy candles, and out of that I turned it into a party plan, and I ended up having about 100 people in my downline. I became a public speaker for the company, and they flew me to 5 different cities, including Auckland, to be a speaker to represent their company. So, but what happened with that company folded. So then I was looking for another opportunity, and I found an opportunity for online products, so online marketing, and 12 months later and about $12,000, unfortunately, I failed miserably. I found it such a struggle. And then this opportunity was presented to me, and I just, after I heard about the compensation plan, and the product, because I'd never heard of anything like that before, which was like the soy candles, I knew that there was something tangible there. So I jumped in with both feet. I didn't ask any questions. And it's just been a whirlwind ever since. I'm global around the world now. You know, I've got a team in 5 different countries, and I'm just loving this opportunity, loving the people, and, you know, you're going to hear some great stuff tonight. So welcome, and thanks for coming to listen to our stories and listen to this amazing opportunity. Thanks, Mel.
No worries. Thanks, Anna. Paula, did you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm Paula. I live in Cairns. I've been a self-employed solo mum for the last 10 years. I've been really successful, but I guess because I've worked like 60, 70 hours a week, I've tried every party plan I reckon known to mankind, and lots of them have been great. There's no doubt about that. But when I found this, I wasn't too happy. I didn't even want to see another business plan. I got a little bit grumpy about it and just thought, oh yeah, look, just another one of those companies. So I looked into it for about 6 weeks, and I couldn't find anything wrong with it, to be honest. In fact, it got better and better and better, and generally 6 weeks on, I found every fault there could be. I started doing some personal testimonials with it. I had a skydiving accident when I was quite young, and I paralysed my butt and basically like killed the flow down one of my legs and gave myself really intense circulation problems in one of the legs, and ended up with these really bad looking varicose veins to the point of like tumour looking, really bad, really bad. So anyway, it was only about 2 months ago that I just thought, well, I'll give it a crack. You know, I wonder if it'll work on them. And you wouldn't believe it, it's lost all tumour looks and gone down to a flat skin, and just looks like that of bruising. Like from a distance you wouldn't know, except there's bruising. And really when you think about something like circulation, you know, this is an injury that has paralysed an entire part. The muscle, you know, it separates like a cat, that of picking up the cat. So when you get a testimonial personally working like that, it's really hard to not, you know, want to look at it a little deeper. And then it was like, well, hang on a minute, it's a world first, it's a patented product, it's at ground level. Every 7 or 8 years, an amazing opportunity comes. There is a billion-dollar company that comes out with these companies, and this is the one, you know. So I just feel so lucky that I found this at this particular stage, because the business I had just come out of, I lost $17,000, and that's why I was a bit grumpy about looking at this. I didn't even care about another business opportunity. This really needs to be looked at closely, because one of two things is going to happen. You are going to look awesome and you're going to be really, really healthy, or you're going to have a great business and you're going to look awesome and be really, really healthy. So I have to do it, guys. Get your sunnies out, because it's really looking bright with the Juness opportunity right now. You've just got to check it out. So thanks, guys. Over to somebody else.
Awesome, thanks, Paula. I love hearing the testimonies of people who have had just such awesome results from the products that you're going to hear about tonight. I just want to pass over to Gordana. Are you there?
I'm here. Okay, guys. I guess my story is that about 3 months ago, I was a business development manager for Lorna Jane. I guess as a leader in the business, you know, I had a company car, I had a mobile phone, I had all the perks, and I was all my friends and family were quite envious of the fact that I was part of a international company, sporting company like Lorna Jane. The difference was with it though, that I literally had to give up my life. I am a single mum of 2 children, and at the end of the day, my children were being denied of their mother. My friends and family were being denied of their sister, their daughter, and their friend. So I woke up one morning and thought, there's more to life. There's got to be something bigger and better out there for me. Now, in saying that as well, you know, running a team of leaders or business people, we weren't going anywhere because we had people above us. So I had to make a very, I guess at that time, it may have been a risk, but I knew that it was the right decision for me. So I took the leap of faith and I left Lorna Jane. I then 2 months later, you know, made a decision to look at this company, and it was all due to the fact that Anna had presented her hands on Facebook, which I needed to know what these products were. So first and foremost, to me, it was the products to start with. But then when I learned that there was a business opportunity in here, there was no way in the world I could not take this opportunity, I guess, with both hands and go for it. So at the end of the day, you know, if you believe in yourself, you believe you're deserving, you can do this. If we can all do it, you can all do it as well. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. It's going to create the lifestyle of your dreams. You are your own boss. You work on your own terms, your own way. You build your business however you wish. No one is going to be on top of you telling how and when you can do it. So take that leap of faith. Join us on this journey and let's go for it.
Awesome. Thanks, Gordana. Now we're just going to try and pass over to Jess. She's had a few technical difficulties, so Jess, can you talk?
Yeah, guys, can you hear me, Mel?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, awesome. I'm so sorry, guys. The delay was my fault. And that's part of what I wanted to get on and talk about was I'm running this business from a remote cattle station in Outback, Australia. And I came online about 12, 14 months ago to try and build a independent income because I didn't want my daughter to go into full-time childcare. Now, I haven't had no prior experience in any sort of building a business in the network marketing online industry or whatsoever. I studied agriculture and I've dealt with farmers most of my work life. So, you know, I sort of say to people now, if I can do this, anybody can do this. You'll notice in my event I didn't post a lot about products, and that's because I don't tell people that I sell products. I actually just introduce people with information. I share videos, I share stories, and people are intrigued enough to try the products, and when they do, they get results, and that's what is driving my business forward. So it's true, we don't sell products, we share information with people, and we introduce them to an opportunity just like what you're hearing tonight. So I knew that as part of my online business, I actually found some success online, and it was a real struggle, I will say, and I know that there's a 97% failure rate, but very quickly I knew that I needed a tangible product in a digital world. And so what we've got here is the best of marrying both worlds. We've got the training and support offline from people like Angela and Steve, who you're about to hear from, and we've got those of us that have made success online in the internet marketing education niche, and we're here to help you with that as well. So whether you want to build online or offline and whatever flexibility you're after, combined with a product range that you won't find anywhere else in the world, we've got it covered. Thanks so much, Mel. I'll hand it back. Sorry, before I do, Steve, I think we're passing over to you next. Steve, okay, Stevie Baker is a bit of a guru. He's an ex-AFL football player, which for those of you who are listening from overseas, that's a professional football player. Steve entered the network marketing industry about 7 years ago, and he really did that to maintain a lifestyle after his football career ended. So he entered into a company in the weight loss and wellness industry and really became a huge success. And now he sits on the advisory board for Jeunesse here in Australia. So I'm really excited to hear what Steve has to say. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. Great to hear from some of the entertaining people in my business. Always keeps it fun and exciting. Tonight, guys, I'm just going to go through the reasons why I chose Jeunesse out of any other company, but you probably noticed my voice is a bit husky, sounding like Kermit the Frog. So I'll be just doing a quick intro tonight and then handing it over for Angela to run the rest of the presentation. But I'm just going to do a screen sharing just to go through my story, just so I can show you through a few clips along the way. I'm hoping this will work for you guys. Now, is someone on there that can actually see my screen? If you can unmute yourself and just say yeah.
Yeah, all good, Steve. All good.
Perfect. All right. So my motto in the business, is every day is a Saturday, because you'll hear my short story here. That's why I joined this business, which was lifestyle. So as Jess said, my name's Stephen Baker. I'm a Ruby director with Jeunesse and one of the co-founders here in Australia. But I started out after high school just like anyone else. I went into a 9-to-5 job. That's me up the top there. Back in the timber mill. That was back when I was in my prime. Well, it's not actually me, but I was in a timber mill, and I was actually a garbage man on the weekend. So two very, very tough jobs. Luckily enough, I got drafted to St Kilda Football Club. Played there for 12 long years. But now I've been never been more excited about where I am in life, and the direction my life is heading with with Jeunesse, the company we'll talk about tonight. So my journey started when I was still playing football. I won't go into this story, but my mother was really struggling for health reasons, and I was looking for a product basically that was going to help her out, and I found one. It was a weight loss product. Basically changed my mum's life. I think it saved her life, got her out of depression. And so my family and I just started talking to others about it and making some hobby income by sharing this product to everyone else. So we started as a bit of it was a bit of fun at the start, making some hobby income, but my direction with this industry turned to my old man. My old man, Dad, was real crook at the time, and my goals in my old business was to help Dad retire within the next couple of years. But with my old business, it didn't seem like it was actually possible, and it just seemed like a bit of a dream. But we went searching for the next big company. We chose Jeunesse, and my dad and I and my family were building Jeunesse for a bit over a year. Sadly, I lost the old man to some illness, and he passed away at the age of 59, and we're probably about 6 months to a year off having Dad fully retired by finding Jounesse's great platform and a great compensation plan. So it was very sad, but it got me thinking about my life and where I was heading, and I thought Dad died at the age of 59, and so I started looking at my lifestyle, where I wanted to head, and looked at a lot of facts and the figures out there, and alarmingly so, you see over 100 people that work 9 to 5 until they're 65. 29% are dead. Well, which was in Dad's category. It's lifestyle diseases, but on the lifestyle thing, only 1% of people that work 9 to 5 until they're 65 end up wealthy. So if you're working for a boss working 9 to 5, 1% chance of ending up wealthy. So after I lost Dad, I basically said, I'm going to work very hard, treat this like a serious business, and so it pays me like a serious business. And over the next 12-month period, I got to a level called Ruby, which is well over full-time income. Now I basically live the life of my dreams. I travel 5 or 6 times a year. I work from home. I work with my best friends, and my favourite thing is I don't have to set the alarm clock every day. So I know if I was working 9 to 5, I would not got out of bed today, and I would have had to ring my boss. But this industry has provided my dream lifestyle, and now we're on the hunt for people that want to change their lives. And I'm going to hand it over to Angela, because as you can see, my voice is very croaky and I'm starting to lose it. So I think this is probably a good idea, Angela. But Angela has been one of the people that has joined my business and absolutely changed my life with what she's done and what her team's done. Where one of her friends come to a meeting a bit under 2 years ago, and then they saw an opportunity. They had a meeting with 2 or 3 friends in a kitchen, and now only 18 months later, she's developed well over full-time income. She's got the fastest growing team in Australia, with well over 4,000 distributors. But I'll hand it over to Ange now. I think this was perfect timing, Ange, because I am absolutely losing my voice. So I'll take my mute button on, but we'll hand it over to Ange. Well done.
Great, thanks, Steve. Am I coming through clearly? Yes, thumbs up. Great. So I'm going to share my screen as well, but before I do that, just want to thank everyone for pulling this together tonight. It's so great to work with such amazing people in this company and this industry. Like Steve said, I only joined Jeunesse around 18 months ago, and this business has absolutely exceeded my every expectation. I feel like I've served a 20-year apprenticeship in, corporate Australia, and also 10 years in running my own traditional retail business that has led me to this very moment. So, when I got married and decided to have children, I'd left the corporate world and decided that I really wanted to have a go at being my own boss. And, the only thing I really knew was traditional business. So I dived into a very expensive investment and opened 2 stores in the space of 12 months. And for the next 10 years, probably worked the hardest I ever did in my life. So around 7 years ago, I sold my stores, and I looked a bit outside the square and decided to venture out into this big bad world of the direct selling industry. And I joined an Australian company at a level where I built a very strong team over a period of 5 years. And I worked very hard in that business. I had a great income, extremely lucrative. I travelled the world. But the one thing that business didn't afford me, was the lifestyle that I'd always dreamed of. So, 18 months ago when Jeunesse was presented to me, it absolutely, brought to the surface every single flaw of my current business that I was in at that time. The one thing that I'd always dreamed about was making money while I sleep. And, I didn't even really really know the power of passive income at that stage. So joining Jeunesse really, exposed me to that and made me, believe that dreams really can come true. So I'm going to share my screen right now, and hopefully this will all go to plan. Okay, great. So, great. Can you all see that? I hope you can. So today's Today's facts, people are having a tough time making ends meet. You only need to look at your own social network, to see that, jobs are no longer secure. The old story of people joining a company and retiring 45 years later just doesn't exist anymore. The average family is really living paycheck to paycheck and really having to worry about the mortgage and increasing debt and living life on credit cards. It's really a tough gig for most families these days. So in reality, most people are working an 8 to 10 hour day, really just to make their boss rich. When we look at the idea of traditional business, it all sounds great. And for me, looking back 17 years ago when I decided to take that leap of faith, I did it for all the reasons that most people do. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted flexibility. I wanted freedom. But it came at a high cost. There was a big investment. There was high financial risk, and the time commitment was something that I really, didn't expect. There was mass liability, and I needed to be experienced, which is something that I really didn't have at the time. And there was no support network in my, traditional business. There was no mentors. There was no training. I really just dived in, invested a lot of money, and didn't really have anyone, to help me, succeed in that except for myself. Here in the MLM world, in direct selling, the investment is so minimal. There is virtually no risk. The hours are absolutely flexible, minimum liability, and I have to say 99% of the people that I work with in the 4,000 team network that I've built in 18 months are virtually first-time networkers. That is the greatest success story of Jeunesse right now. There are no big-time networkers that have come in and built here in Australia. We do have some around the world, but right here in the team that I work with, it's all just everyday people, mums and dads, stay-home mums, that have really just taken that leap of faith. We get great support. There's coaching, mentoring, and we're working with a proven success system. But most of all, what I love is the fact that we have a business that is fully leveraged, and I love the power of leverage in this business. So in the traditional world, you can choose to work with no sleep, I guess, 168 hours a week. Who really wants to do that? Most people work anywhere from, 40 to 80 hours a week, depending on how corporate their job is. In the networking industry, with a network of more than 4,000 people right now in over 20 countries, imagine if only 1 hour a week was spent working on their Jeunesse business. Imagine the power, the leverage in that plan. That's what I absolutely love, the power of people, the power of numbers, and the fact that I don't have to slave over a job at a desk, answering to a boss, to be able to, to be able to maintain my lifestyle. The direct sales industry is absolutely exploding. This was a very new industry to me, but I couldn't ignore, where the new technologies of the world were taking big business. There are so many corporations around the world that are accessing the direct sales industry, old-fashioned word-of-mouth sales, to market their products. We have people like Richard Branson, Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, and of course Bill Gates, all huge endorsers of this industry. In fact, Bill Gates has gone on record as saying if he were to be given a chance to start all over again, he would choose network marketing to make his fortune. I guess for me, if it's good enough for Bill, it's good enough for me, it's good enough for anyone around the world. This is an industry that is really setting benchmark records. You only have to look at that graph, to see the power of the industry. and how sales are being generated around the world. 167 billion, that's right, billion, not million, dollars generated in income around the world from this old-fashioned word-of-mouth sales. I absolutely love it. So here's a few facts that, really, I love to share with people that are new to the industry. You are 5 times more likely to make more than $100,000 a year in network marketing than if you were to work for a boss in a typical 9-to-5 job. Since the mid-90s, only one industry has created more than 200,000 millionaires, and it is not professional sports industry, unfortunately, Stephen Baker. It's not Hollywood, it's not law, it's not even medicine. Yes, it's absolutely the networking industry. In fact, in this industry, more than 200 million people will be expected to join in the next 10 years, and that will equate to more growth in the next decade than there has been in the last 50 years. This is a company that is destined to be the next billion-dollar brand. It is family-owned and debt-free, and it was founded in 2009. This is a company that has risen to the ranks of the Rising Star Award for 2013. They beat hundreds of companies around the world to receive that award. And this award is based not just on turnover, but also on the benchmarks that the company has set in its short 4 years in the industry. Number one, the fastest global expansion in the history of the industry for a company under 4 years. Also, the fastest sales growth. Last year alone, the company increased their turnover by more than $100 million in sales. They were the youngest company of a group of only 12 DSA companies to achieve that. That is an incredible amount of success. So, this really is a company that is built on being the total package business. For me, when I looked at Jeunesse, I really wasn't looking for another business. As you know, I was very fortunate to have found, another company 5 years earlier. But, of course, curiosity got the better of me, as it does for most people. I wanted to know, what this product range was all about. And I wanted to know the power of passive income, because that was something that really was missing from my previous business. So, with the product range, we have, something that I've always dreamed of, an absolute world-first product. When I was in traditional business, I sold fashion clothing. In my last company, I marketed products that you could virtually buy in any department store around the world. Here at Jeunesse, I have an opportunity to be the first person to market to everybody I know a product that you cannot find anywhere else in the world. And this is a product range that is based on nutrition and also on skincare. Our nutrition range is by far one of the most exciting wellness products in the world. It is based on genetic science. That's right, science that deals with telomeres, DNA, and stem cells. So if we're talking about longevity of life, if you're interested in energy levels and keeping yourself young and accessing, what I consider to be the most natural, closest thing to the fountain of youth that you can ever find, you cannot go past our products. Multivitamins, detox products, antioxidant products, and of course, our latest addition to the range, our telomere product in Affinity. So, it is an absolute great range to be able to market. I love our skincare. It's such an amazing story. This is where Jeunesse really was born. In a chance meeting with the founders of Jeunesse, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, going along to one of the best cosmetic stem cell clinics in the world, that is in Beverly Hills, of course, in Hollywood. Where else would it be? And a doctor named Dr. Nathan Newman. He is the pioneer of stem cell research, and he is a leader in stem cell technology. And through that research, he pioneered this amazing Luminesque product range. So on that chance meeting with the directors of Jeunesse, you know, they discovered that cellular rejuvenation serum, which is this bottle here, just second from the left. This is what I call our magic potion. This is the product that he was recommending, he was selling through his Hollywood clinic to all his clients as part of his post-operative treatment. These are products that are based on stem cell technology and growth factor complex that is virtually the magic potion part of the stem cell. So am I excited to be able to market a product like this? I absolutely am. When you have a look at some of the testimonials that have come through from our, you know, loyal and happy customers, you know, you just want to jump in and try these products, even as a customer. So around the eyes and cheek, fine lines, crow's feet around the eyes, only after 5 days on the Skin System program. You know, the results are incredible. You know, there we have the back of the hand, which obviously came up by accident. You know, simply by rubbing residue of the skincare on the back of the hand, you can see a difference there in fine lines and also age spots. This guy here had a terrible skin condition called rosacea. He had tried tons of different treatments on his skin. Only after 3 weeks, you can see there on the right, you know, this incredible story. And this is what I really love about Jeunesse. It is a company that is built on great stories from people all around the world. Stories of great skin, stories of great energy and nutrition, and most importantly, stories of people changing their lives. You know, there you have it, angry, aggressive acne on the left, you know, one very happy person on the right. You know, 6 months into the treatment, this is a guy that has suffered horrendous acne, you know, during his teenage years, terrible scarring that haunted him for most of his life until he found the Luminesque range. He'd spent thousands on dermabrasions and different laser treatments, and it wasn't until he discovered Luminesque that he had a positive result. Here's another happy lady after only 3 days on the program. You know, you can just see there the collagen levels in her skin, the elasticity, you know, fantastic results. This is one of my personal friends, Maria. She lives in Melbourne. 6 weeks on the program. She looks like a totally different person. Do we think that Jeunesse has changed her life? Absolutely. And not only just in appearance, but more so in the lifestyle that she's now able to maintain, you know, because of the business that she has created. This would probably be testimonial of the year. This is a lady that was actually a distributor for a rival skincare company, used our products, and you know, that photo just is worth a million words. I just absolutely love what it says. You know, it really is a life-changing result, and this lady is now a very happy and loyal Luminesque and Jeunesse global distributor, and absolutely loving being able to tell her story to everybody she meets. These are actually photos from Steve's mum, who, you know, had really horrible trouble with, you know, cracked feet, and after 3 weeks, just using one of our cheapest products in our range, our body moisturizer, you know, have a look at the results she's got there. Absolutely astounding. Now, we have a product called the Ultimate Lifting Mask, which has absolutely changed the face of our product range. This is a product that you get instant results. So apply to the skin, let it dry, peel it off like, you know, like a plastic. It almost forms across the face, and you know, you have an absolutely change in the way your fine lines appear, in the collagen levels. It gives your face a natural all-over lift, and these are results that will last for around 5 to 7 days. I absolutely love what this product does. You know, once you try it, you never want to go without it, and certainly Jeunesse has one of those, you know, compact, you know, ranges that not only work, but, you know, these are products that are backed by science, backed by the best technology you can get in the world today, you know, and they are results driven. You know, I love that for the first time in my life I'm endorsing and recommending a product, you know, that actually works and delivers, you know, what I say it's going to do. So do we have a market for these products? You know, when I looked at Jeunesse, I was jumping through hoops. I just thought to myself, you know, who wants to grow old? You know, I know that there are, you know, generations of people that never want to grow old if they have to, if they can avoid that. You know, they are looking for that ever elusive fountain of youth. You know, you only have to look at the demographic of baby boomers. You know, this is a demographic that is chasing youthful aging. You know, they are looking for businesses that are creating passive income. The baby boomers are retiring right now, and they're retiring on superannuation funds that really have underperformed over the last 10 years. So, you know, this is a business that they are interested in, and these are products that they absolutely love. Gen Y is probably one of my favorite, you know, demographics to work with. I love this generation. You know, they want it fast. They want it now. They want it yesterday. You know, they have a millionaire mindset even if they don't know what they're doing. Every time I partner with a Gen Y person, I know I'm in for the ride of my life. It's a bit like getting in a Ferrari. But with Janess, you know, they have, you know, a vehicle that they can certainly achieve the lifestyle that they're looking for. You know, the young lady you see there at the bottom of that picture, Taylor Daly, I've got her testimonial coming up, but she is an absolute superstar. Only 21 years old and living the life of her dreams. You know, in 12 months in Janess, she deferred from university to chase her dreams, to do something that she would be really passionate about. And in 12 months, she's travelled the world, bought herself the car of her dreams, and living a life well beyond her years. So, Janess, the direct selling industry, this is a business where we can help people achieve their dreams. You know, for most people that I work with, getting the mortgage paid every month would be, you know, a fantastic step forward. Imagine not having to worry about, you know, the mortgage being deducted every month from your account. An additional $500 a week is all of that it would take for that to happen in this country. You know, this is a business where firing your boss and retiring early, you know, is achievable. You know, you can spend more time with your family, you can drive the car of your dreams, and you can travel and see the world. For me, it is a business where I could lead a lifestyle to my full potential. I absolutely love it. This compensation plan with Janess absolutely blew my mind. You know, when I looked at it, I thought absolutely too good to be true. But, you know, the more I looked, the more I realized that it was absolutely true. You know, 6 different ways to make income. When I was in traditional business, after having invested hundreds of thousands of dollars, there was only one way for me to make money, and I had to virtually, you know, just buy product and sell product every single day to do that. This is a pay plan that has 6 different pay streams, and it is a pay plan that is absolutely changing lives. Passive income at its best. You know, I rival anyone in any other company to look at our comp plan and compare it. You know, if you're looking for passive income, true residual income where you can retire and not have to worry about having to sell product, having to enroll people time week after week, month after month, you know, this is the pay plan for you. For me, in 18 months, you know, reaching out to 50 people, my network has now expanded to more than 4,000 people around the world in more than 20 different countries. I love that I'm now earning a 6-figure residual income. When I was in the corporate world, I had to work 60 to 70 hours a week to achieve that sort of income. In this business, I work around 4 to 5 hours a day, Monday to Friday, and I have my weekends to do what I want with my family and live really the life of choice that I want. So this is a pay plan that is absolutely changing lives around the world. It is perfectly balanced. You have the combination of upfront income. I call this my designer shoe fund. You know, my husband doesn't even know about the upfront money in Janess. Every time I introduce a member to Janess, you know, the company will pay me a one-off reward. It's a bonus for simply spreading the good news, introducing people to the wholesale membership, which means that they get to access our products at less than half price. It's an absolute no-brainer. Who wouldn't want to do that? So the upfront income is great. It's a little bit of pocket money while you build your passive income. This is an income residual that you will pay you forever. I love that. Make money while you sleep. This was a dream that I had when I was in corporate Australia, when I was running my traditional retail business at the end of every month, when I was chasing my bills to pay all my supplies and my landlord. I used to dream about someone depositing some money into my account so I could do that. Here at Jeunesse, after only 18 months, every night I go to bed, every morning I wake up, and there are hundreds of dollars in my account, and I just can't believe my absolute luck sometimes. This company is breaking records all around the world in only 4 years. There are 30 new millionaires right now because of this vehicle, Jeunesse Global. The lady that you see there in the photo with Stephen Baker is the #1 distributor. Kim Wee is an absolute legend of the industry, but she had a dream to earn $3 million a year. That was her dream. She'd never done that in the industry. She'd earn $1 million, she'd earn $2 million, but she'd never cracked the 3 mil mark. And, you know, that was her absolute dream. Well, I can tell you now with Jeunesse that only after 4 years in the business, she now earns $8 million a year. And this is an income that is absolutely passive, that will continue to grow year after year. I love Kim's story. It is a story where dreams really have come true. She's an absolute icon of our business. We have rubies, emeralds, diamonds already in Australia. Yes, you know, for you guys listening, these are just rare stones, rare gems. You know, for me, what this represents are ranks in our business. With every rank that we advance to, it means more income, more residual, more passive income, which means more lifestyle. The opportunity for me to make more choices based on what's best for me. You know, here we have some of our superstar business owners here in Melbourne that I get to work with every day. So excited. Taylor Daly, only 21 years old from Melbourne. In only 8 months, I've been able to quit one of my jobs, be on my way to full-time residual income, have just got back from free trips to Thailand and Noosa, and just bought myself a new car. How many 21-year-olds can say that? You know, this girl is making dreams come true, not only for herself but for all the people that she works with, and she's attracting Gen Y, you know, from all over the world. She's an absolute superstar. Nicole Mariner, you know, is one of the leaders in the team that I work with. She's one of the first people that I introduced to the business, and still kicking herself that she didn't jump in the first instance. You know, she took a few weeks to see the big picture and understands now that, you know, that really cost her dearly. In this business, you don't have time to think. Jump in, because honestly, you know, the rest will be history. She is, as she says, being a first time in the industry, I was excited but no idea where to being, but then was surrounded by a very supportive team from day one, which we all have. 18 months later, I now travel the world with my best friends and able to live every day the way I want to, which is usually with my family. She says usually because the rest of the time she's probably with her Jeunesse family, so I love that. Janelle Thompson is a young mum who was on maternity leave when Jeunesse was presented to her. And she says, full-time job to full-time mum, after a 10-year career with my now past employer, I finally resigned because of my Jeunesse business in under 12 months. I mean, how many young mums can say that? You know, Janelle's an absolute star, love what she does. She's got 2 young boys and able to run her business from the comfort of her home. Now, Sarah Michelle is someone I work extremely closely with. Absolutely love the enthusiasm of this girl. First timer to the industry, comes from the beauty industry, but she says after just 12 months I've been able to walk away from my traditional business and be with my 4 kids every day while making full-time income. I never miss a school or kinder event, and I still get paid. I love working with like-minded and enthusiastic teams, and we have a lot of fun along the way. You know, all of these great ladies are making dreams come true, not just for themselves, because this is a business whereby helping other people, you get to advance to different levels, to increase your income and you know, maintain your lifestyle. We are part of the fastest growing team in Australia. I absolutely love the JFI team that we have developed from day one. We believe in teamwork. We support. We don't hard sell. You know, this is not about selling products. In fact, you know, with my Jeunesse business in 18 months, I've sold personally around $20,000 of product. In my previous business, I used to sell $20,000 of product a month to be able to maintain my income. So imagine if I'd only sold $20,000 in 18 months. I would have closed my doors. I probably would have been in jail for not having to pay my bills. In my corporate job, I had budgets that went into the millions. You know, imagine only selling $20,000 of product in 18 months. I would have got fired in the first few weeks. So I love that this is not a business about selling. Yes, we have incredible products, but the products sell themselves. They are results driven. All we do is invite people to listen to information just like we are doing tonight. You know, we are a progressive company. We offer amazing technologies for you to grow your business. Now, we have a fantastic website that is has an active back office where you can run reports, you can track your business, you can see when you get paid, which is my favorite bit. But we also have a new social media application called JBuilder. This is virtually unheard of in the direct selling industry. This is an exclusive technology that was designed for Jeunesse, and we do have the exclusive rights to use this JBuilder platform for the next 2 years before it's released to the rest of the direct selling world. This is a platform where you can share media across the world with the push of a button. It is linked to your own marketing website where you have lead capture pages. You can generate email templates. You can share, videos that have to be seen to be believed. You know, the person that invited you tonight can show you JBuilder and how it works. Absolutely amazing. You know, best of all, we do have a team, you know, all around the world that will support you in your business. If you love what you hear tonight, you know, speak to the person that invited you along. We are having so much fun along the way with all the travel we do, with all the socializing we do. You know, it really, you know, for me, I don't feel like I'm working very hard. You know, friends of mine all the time congratulating me, you know, for the success I'm having, and then saying, you must be working so hard, Angela, you deserve it. You know, but I'm thinking in my head, you know what, I've never worked so little. In the corporate world, I used to work my absolute butt off. In the traditional business world, you know, I didn't sleep at night because I was so worried about my stock levels, about paying bills, about doing the right marketing for my business. Here at Jeunesse, everything is taken care of for me. You know, all I have to worry about is talking to new people every single day. You know, there you go, there's heaps of different photos you can see there. Do we look like we're working very hard? Absolutely not. In fact, I've never traveled so much in my life. You know, I've been to so many different travel destinations, you know, 7 different trips in 18 months that have all been funded, you know, by my Jeunesse business. So guys, what would you do if money weren't an issue? If you didn't have a boss, no stress, you know, if you could work with best friends, travel the world, have freedom, and best of all, not have to wake up to an alarm clock. You know, I love what Stephen Baker says. You know, he always says, I go to bed and I get up when I wake up. You know, no alarm clock. You know, when we wake up, that's when we get to work. When we want to work, that's when we work. I absolutely love that I can do that. So this is a business where living a few years of your life like most people won't. So that will mean that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. And that's why this was the business for me. You know, 18 months ago, I jumped into Jeunesse. I took that leap of faith because I knew this business ticked absolutely every single box. You know, I've been blown away. It has exceeded every expectation that I have ever had for a business. You know, work from home, international, online, offline, you know, you name it, we've got it. So guys, that's it from me. I'll hand back to Mel, and I hope you enjoyed that.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Ange. I love listening to that presentation. It just gets me so excited and just reminds me again why I'm doing this business. And yeah, awesome presentation. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to pass over to Paula quickly. Go, Paula.
Okay, look, guys, this is just such an awesome opportunity. You know, this is at the ground floor. Not many people have even gotten onto this. There's some users out there. There's not that many business builders. regardless, it's a fantastic product even if you do want to just use it. It's already a billion-dollar business. In 10 years, it's set to be a trillion-dollar business. That's 12 zeros, guys. Really, put some of that money in your pocket. The anti-aging business is going off no matter what the economy is doing, all right? Over to Anna.
Hi, can you hear me? I've just unmuted myself. Thank you. I just get so excited every time I see this presentation because it reminds me of what we've joined and what this company offers. I mean, this is so desirable. I'll just tell you quickly about this lady who just joined me 2 days ago. She made $12,000 in a primary company just last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. I presented this opportunity to her, and she saw how amazing this was and the opportunity that it's going to give her in a tangible product that's changing lives inside and out. So it's just beautiful. We love it. We're making new friends around the world. You know, everybody is so supportive. We're a close-knit family. You know, we welcome you to join our family and be part of it and also get the benefits of these gorgeous products. And I drive my car every day and I look at my hands because I'm doing the one-hand test, and I am just so amazed and blown away by the fact that my left hand looks 5 or 10 years younger than my right hand. So we're getting the benefit ourselves, and we're helping other people get this benefit and change their lives. It's so exciting. We just love it. So thank you guys for taking the time to listen to us. We hope that you got the same amount of benefit that we've got just by listening to this again. I can hear it again and again and again. It's just so inspiring. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight, and get back to the person that invited you here. If you want more information, you want to find out some more things from us, we're all here to help you, and hopefully we'll see you on the inside. Thank you.